I'm gonna try to fit this tenon, and as you can see, it's already a bit slim. I hope it works out, but yeah, otherwise I'll have to redo the leg. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm breaking the mortise there, but you can see I'm getting a bruising that I can work to, and I could also start using calipers or some other measurement tool. Let's see. So I want to try to avoid touching the end of the tenon as it's already fitting in, but it can be a bit difficult to lift up, or you have to remember that. I may want to go in from this side, and even though it's against the grain, just to get that even. Yeah, I'll probably need a different piece of material to test against. But what I was talking about is you can see it's tearing out, it's going against the grain. But I don't care all that much right now. What I want to do is get an even thickness here. And so the blade is tilted slightly, so it's protruding less here than here, so I can take a thicker cut here and a finer cut on this side. Let's try this one. What I don't want to do either is to dip down here. Which I'm not doing yet, but it wouldn't be useful if it's slim here and it's widening out again at the end of the tenon. But as you can see, there's still a fair bit of taper here that I have to get rid of. I may want to go back to the draw knife actually, but I have to be mindful of how much I can take off. Yeah, but it's tedious work, or it can be. Yeah, that was a bit much. I increased the protrusion of the blade in order to reach into the concave form that the tenon flares out to, as the spokeshave didn't reach with the setting it had. It's been a while since I cut a tenon by hand, round tenon that is. So another thing we can do is to use a card scraper. And if I'm looking here at the bruising, I'm seeing that I have to take off something here. Yeah, this one is not sharp, and softwood isn't great for scraping, but it's a very controlled way of removing material. And the tenon will be glued anyway, and I can clean that up as well. So there's a little bit more to take off. Yeah, this one is not really sharp. This one is better, but soft. The early wood, I think, still not great to be scraped. Could be the taper here is too much to go in with this spokeshave reasonably. On the other hand, I only need like 2 inches or something. Yeah, that is looking fairly nice already. Other than that one flat spot that shouldn't do anything, and the fact that this block is breaking. I can take some calipers and see where we are. Yeah, not even half a mil, like 32nd or something. that much. So remember, this is not fine furniture, this is functional furniture. Also, I want to get it done. Sue me. And with the calipers, we can also check for round. We can see where the so here's a bit of a high spot. And on the other side. Right. Let me redo the block and we'll have a better picture. Yeah, that's still a bit too tight. But it might be that that's already on the end here. Yeah. I want to leave it at that and tune it a little bit once I have the actual mortise in the seat down. Well, this is looking okay for what it is. Yeah, still some taper there. Yeah, certainly here. Yeah, it's bruising the curly wood, which is not nice, but hard to prevent other than using the spoke shave, and the spoke shave is already too coarse in this point. Yeah, I would say this is good enough, especially in softwood that compresses a little. I'd like to look at cleaning up the draw knife cuts a little. It's not terrible, but it's not clean either, and there's some bruising from the shaving horse, and let's see if we cannot clean that up a little. not particularly sharp, but I do like the slight curve on that one. Yeah, let's try another one. I'm not sure you can tell, but from the dark spots you can tell or see where we haven't touched yet. So this is a full shaving there. Which I may not get here. It's dipping too abruptly. And you can be as diligent and fussy about that as you want. Now what's going on here? Yeah, you can see what the difference this minor curve on the sole does. It's not a round bottomed spoke shave. And you can slim that down as much as you like. You can tell that this facet is a little bit high. I can go and adjust that. It's just quicker to do with a draw knife. Again, more control with a spoke shave, and yeah, whatever works. Clean that up. Functionally, this doesn't make any difference. It's just for looks and feel. Is a dent, but it's good enough. I want to try not to bruise this anymore. Let's see what the. I'm not sure you can. Oh yeah, it's still in the picture. I think this one is set a little fine. Certainly pays off to pay more attention to this line to keep it and not round that over, but I didn't, and it's okay. So that's about as much as I want to do to the leg now. And next is creating the tenons on all the legs using either this method or a rounding plane or a tenon cutter, which I don't have. Oh, I might get one next week, and or turning it. So I'll see if I can show that to you as well. So this is a Shinto rasp. Yeah, I'm going to cut into this here, but I can feather that in later. It's a bit dusty compared to the spokeshave and draw knife. Let's try a different one. This is Oreo. Bit nicer on the shaving, if you can call it that. One, but I will have to see how far I am already, and I could probably hammer that in. But I don't want to have to hammer, so I'm going to start at the tenon end and lighten it up a little, thinning it down. Just to be sure I haven't created a thinner part here, as mentioned before. So rasps do work. Yeah, that's close to where I want to be. Not quite there yet, but can just focus on this end of the tenon. But you can see it's really dusty. Wow. still a bit tight in some places. But that should be fine now. Again, I'm going to feather in the shape here. Right, I have to clean the rest of the leg and then do the other two. So the rounding plane, it has a lead in here where it, oh wait, that's the outside. So once it's set to thickness, it will relieve the blade so it can pass through without cutting anymore. And yeah, you just stick it in and cut as far as you want to. Let's see how that goes. So you can't hold it wrong. I mean, you can twist it and be off center and not perpendicular. So maybe it's better to clamp this in the vise and then align the leg tenon to be perpendicular. I'll try that. Oh, wrong one. And it's easier to see if I'm straight here. I can also try to center the stock in the oversized hole here. Try to keep it steady. And once it's registered, it's fairly easy to keep it on track. Right, a little bit more. You can tell that it's not quite loose, but well fitting. Could be a bit tighter, but it should be just fine. And that's probably the easiest way to cut the tenon. So this one I went a bit overboard with the draw knife and it's fairly loose, but I'm going to use it anyway, and it should be fine with the wedge.